one of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Come on. Check pass. Check pass. Hey, flash circle.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And some room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Well, he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down.
This defense is certainly playing so well in this game, and the coverage has been tight just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First down, how to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gregory. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. first down. Howell. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Howell. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays that we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are able to move back in front. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now throwing on first down here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 6 67 yards.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Second down, it's Jones.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Watching that play unfold and watches him complete it, brought back memories of doing all these pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Back to throw again. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears save. He could not get away that time. Loss of 11 on 3rd down.
That was a bouncer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big string like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Bears touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gregory.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gregory. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes out a gain of 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Powell got his man, and it's caught for Chicago touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Another one is C.D. Lamb. He's got it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Bears force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Now down to throw it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gregory. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On second and very short, Howell, throw left side complete. That's Gregory. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive, nothing wrong with being electric, nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Here's Howell.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gregory. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up second down.
Another throw for Howell.
And he'll find Hall. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Howell out of the shotgun.
And He's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage.
Check contact! Check contact!
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him right there. Obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they've not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, here's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Ready? 19 right. 18 under. 18 check.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Powell throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gregory. He's got another first down, and he's also just a few yards short of 200 for the ball game. First down, Howell to throw. Now he'll throw deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of a yard, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll send the punter in as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner?
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Bills on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll throw incomplete.
Tell you what, this is going to be a nice long second half to after this one. He's going to drive the entire game.
Once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. Well, they're not making it easy easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
2nd and 9 now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they said there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and then shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Here's Hall again.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st down, Howell.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gregory. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Howell throwing on 1st down here.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And Howell will throw it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gregory.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Howell looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gregory.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. It's Howell with another throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
They'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And you hate to say it for a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Gregory.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
And this one is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Second down throw for Howell.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Charles, are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead, and some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And they will take a knee here.
On the 6.
As this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bears,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year.
and they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boys for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shut out Tech 9. Go and shut the... Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do.